If you see yourself as small, unworthy, or unlucky, you will fail. If you see yourself as capable, ready, and hungry, then you attract opportunities. This is why I always say remote jobs are 50% skills and 50% mindset. Without the right mindset, no amount of skill will save you. Every day, Africans are breaking into remote jobs. The difference between those who make it and those who don't is simple: commitment. If you're willing to learn, practice, and persist, you will succeed. Imagine earning in US dollars while working from your bedroom in Lagos, Nairobi, or Accra. That's not a fantasy, it's the new normal. And so, in today's video, I'll show you why remote jobs are the biggest opportunity of our generation and how your mindset will determine if you succeed or get left behind. In 2020, the world shut down. COVID-19 changed everything. Industries collapsed, companies closed, but something new was born: the remote job revolution. Businesses in the US and Europe discovered that they could hire talented professionals from countries like Nigeria, Ghana, and Kenya for a fraction of the cost. So here is Ken's story. Although Ken was a first-class student and the best graduating student from the Faculty of Life Sciences, Federal University, Dusema, however, mere academic knowledge did not suffice in the real-world endeavors. The best he could lay his hands on was a teaching job. Then one day, he heard about remote jobs, people working from home, earning in US dollars. Honestly, his first thought was, scam. How could someone like me with no tech degree compete in a global job market? But something inside him refused to let go of that idea. So he began researching. He read articles, watched videos, and slowly he realized it was real. International companies were looking for people like us, not for charity, not for pity, but because it was smart business. And here's why. Hiring one sales rep in the US cost a company $7,000 a month. With that same budget, they could hire 3 or 4 skilled people from Africa or Asia. For them, it's cost savings, but for us, it's life-changing. And that's when he made a decision. He told himself he will learn whatever he needs to learn, he will practice, he will apply, he will not stop until he breaks in. Fast forward to today, he manages a department for a Canadian-based company, earns 7 figures monthly, he works 7 hours a day, Monday to Friday, and the best part, he can work from anywhere. And beyond getting a remote job, he is now equipped to build digital systems that is profitable and fit into the 21st century business model. This is no magic. This is no luck. This is the remote job revolution. And if Ken can do it, you too can. In today's model, we'll cover 5 powerful lessons. 1. Why remote jobs are the new normal in a post-COVID world. 2. My journey from a teacher to a 7-figure monthly earner. 3. How mindset shapes career success. 4. Global opportunities versus local limitations. And 5. The beginner's question. How bad do you want this? As a result of the COVID shutdown, companies that resisted remote work before had no choice. Suddenly, Zoom became the new conference room. Slack became the new office hallway, and Google Docs became the new shared desk. And here's the surprising part. Businesses realized they could still function. In fact, some became more efficient. Productivity stayed high, cost went down, and they saw something that they couldn't unsee. Remote work actually works. From that point on, there was no going back. Even after restrictions eased, many companies never returned to the office full-time. They saw the future and it was remote. Remote jobs are not a temporary trend. They are the new normal. Companies in the US, UK, Canada, and Europe are saving money by hiring talent across the world. That's why the global remote economy is booming. Here's the good news. You don't need to relocate. You don't need visas. You don't need connections. With internet access and the right skills, you can plug into this economy today. This is the opportunity of our generation. Let me be real with you. When Ken started, he failed. He applied for jobs blindly, random hustling. He wrote bad cover letters. His LinkedIn profile was empty. Nobody replied. He almost gave up, but then he made a decision. he will treat this like a career and not like a hustle. So he invested in training. He learned lead generation, customer support, and sales. He practiced with free tools. He created a proper CV, a professional LinkedIn, and opened a USD account. The first time he got a reply from a company in California, he couldn't believe it. They gave him a small contract. He paid $400 a month. Small? Yes, but to him it was proof. Proof that it was possible. From there he built credibility. One contract led to another and his confidence grew. Eventually he was promoted and now he's managing an entire department, earning in the millions monthly. And let me repeat this. He wasn't special, he wasn't rich, he wasn't connected. He was simply hungry enough to keep going. His story is not unique. Every day Africans are breaking into remote jobs. The difference between those who make it and those who don't is simple: commitment. If you're willing to learn, practice, and persist, you will succeed. Lesson 3. When Ken started interviewing candidates for US companies, he noticed a pattern. Many applicants had potential, but they failed themselves before the interview even began. Some were insecure, some lacked confidence, some gave up after one rejection. Meanwhile, others with fewer skills shined. Why? Because they had the right mindset. They believed they belonged in the global market. They showed resilience, optimism, and professionalism. I've seen people with average skills land jobs because of their mindset, while more talented candidates failed because of fear. Your mindset is your greatest asset. If you see yourself as small, unworthy, or unlucky, you will fail. If you see yourself as capable, ready, and hungry, then you attract opportunities. This is why I always say remote jobs are 50% skills and 50% mindset. Without the right mindset, no amount of skill will save you. Lesson 4. Let's compare. Locally, you might work 40 hours a week as a graduate and earn maybe $100 to $200 a month. Meanwhile, remote companies pay $400 to $700 for entry-level roles. With growth, you can earn $1,200 or more. I once mentored a Nigerian graduate who couldn't find a decent job locally. She took a remote customer support role for $500 per month. That was more than triple her local offers. A year later, she upgraded to a management role, earning $1,400 per month. The difference wasn't talent, it was access. Local jobs limited her, global opportunities freed her. The local job market is crowded, political, and often unfair. The global remote market is open, diverse, and growing. You can either keep fighting for crumbs locally or step into abundance globally. The choice is yours. Lesson 5. When Ken first started, he faced rejection after rejection. His internet failed in interviews. His applications were ignored. The only reason he didn't quit was because he asked himself one question: how bad do I want this? The answer was clear. He wanted it badly enough to push through. This is the same question I ask you today. How badly do you want to change your life? Enough to learn? Enough to invest in yourself? Enough to stay consistent when it's hard? Because here's the truth. Remote jobs are real. The opportunities are there, but if you don't want it badly enough, you'll quit before you see results. So ask yourself, how bad do I want this? And let your answer drive your actions. So there you have it. The remote job revolution explained. You've just seen how the world has shifted since COVID. You've walked with me through the story of Ken, from a broke teacher to a 7-figure monthly earner. You've learned how mindset can either push you forward or hold you back. You've seen the contrast between global opportunities and local limitations. And finally, you faced the toughest question of all: how bad do you want this? Now pause and really think about that for a moment. Think about where you are today. Think about your bank account right now. Think about how you feel every Monday morning. Are you excited, or are you drained before the week even begins? Now picture yourself 12 months from now. If you actually took this lesson seriously, if you acted on it, or if you're committed, where could you be? That's what I want you to reflect on, because this isn't just a theory. This is your life on the line. This is not just about getting a job. This is about freedom, about choice. Imagine waking up and not worrying about transport money. Imagine being able to work from your laptop while visiting your family in another city. Imagine earning in dollars while living locally, stretching your income further than you ever thought possible. What would you do if money and location were no longer your limitations? Would you send your younger siblings to school? Would you finally travel? Would you invest in your dream business? I've seen people do all of these things. People just like you. Some were broke graduates, some were single mothers, and some were people with no hope. But once they tapped into the remote economy, everything changed. They went from surviving to thriving. And let me remind you, nobody gave them permission. They took it. This is bigger than money. This is about rewriting your story. So here's my challenge to you. Don't just watch this video and scroll to the next. Take action today. If you felt even a spark of hope, don't let it die. Fan it into a flame. Like this video, not for me, but as your personal declaration that you're ready for a change. Subscribe to this channel not because it's trendy, but because you're choosing to surround yourself with the knowledge that will transform your career. And then finally, share this video, not just to look gorgeous or generous, but because you know someone out there that is silently crying for an opportunity, and this could be the answer they've been praying for. Act now, start now, begin now, because every week you delay is a week someone else is applying for the opportunity that could have been yours. This is more than jobs. This is more than money. This is a revolution, a shift in how we live, how we earn, and how we dream. And you're not just an observer of this revolution, you're part of it. You are standing at the edge of a decision that could not just change your life, but your family's future for generations. So the only question left is this: how bad do you want this? If you want it badly enough, then let this be your moment. Don't just wish, don't just hope. Act. Because together, we are not just getting jobs, we are building a revolution. See you in the next module.